Hello everybody, my name is John Hunter Pelisano, and I am applying to the University of Louisiana Monroe to further my education to be an occupational therapist. So the reason I chose occupational therapy is actually an interesting story. I was working at a chiropractic clinic getting my undergraduate degree, my prerequisites to do health science, and I love manual therapy, I love serving others, and I wanted to do more. And someone actually came to me and said, Hunter, you should apply for the Certified Occupational Therapy program at Murray State College, which I had no clue what occupational therapy was. But I looked into it and I applied and I said, why not? Let's go for it. So I went for it and I got in, and within the first 15 minutes of orientation, I was hooked. They said mind, body, spirit, holistic approach, meeting somebody where they're at, and that really spoke to me. And that's what I'm passionate about. So I got with it and I got through the program. I was able to be the class president, and I was also able to get into Alpha Omega Chi Honor Society for occupational therapy students for my role of leadership in the program. But I am inspired to be an occupational therapist, as my brother-in-law has autism and agenesis of the corpus callosum. So what this means is he has physical and cognitive disabilities where he will need services for the rest of his life, with me maybe being the primary caretaker in the future. So I feel like it is my responsibility to increase my ability to serve my brother-in-law, as well as increase my ability to serve the Southern Oklahoma population. My goal is to open, this is long-term goal, but it is to open an independent therapy clinic with my wife that will be a speech-language pathologist in the near future, and we look to serve adolescents and pediatrics. My first job as an occupational therapist was at an outpatient pediatric facility where I saw cases of Down syndrome, autism, shaken baby syndrome, cerebral palsy, ADHD, feeding disabilities, sensory disabilities, and it was so much fun getting to work in this setting. It's hard being 6'2" and working with the little kids, but it was so rewarding to see all the smiles and all the growth, and how patient these kids would be with themselves. And kids are just sponges. They just absorb so much knowledge. So that was so much fun. And once I worked there for a little bit, I wanted to be able to expand my reach as a therapist and my experience. So I decided to move to Oklahoma City and work at a skilled nursing facility where there was also an assisted living, long-term care, independent living, and memory care unit, where I was able to work in all settings at this facility and be able to expand my knowledge as a therapist, my reach as a therapist, and manage a heavy caseload at the time. So that was truly growing for me, going from pediatrics and adolescents to geriatrics, completely different disabilities and disorders, like hip surgeries, shoulder surgeries, strokes, traumatic brain injuries, heart attacks, stuff like that. After working in the skilled nursing facility, I decided I wanted to learn more, not just about geriatrics or pediatrics, but the whole lifespan. So I decided to apply to Oklahoma City the Oklahoma City Rehabilitation Hospital, where I currently serve at. And I've been here for 6 months now, where I'm able to work under the supervision of OTs, collaborating with PTs and speech therapists, working with conditions of the spinal cord injury, traumatic brain injuries, strokes, amputations, and so much more. So that has been, I feel like I've grown so much in just 6 months as a therapist, seeing so many different conditions, seeing somebody come in on a stretcher, not knowing that they'll be able to walk when they leave this hospital, but clapping them out and cheering for them while they leave, and for them to walk again. That truly inspires me. And I want to further my ability to expand my reach for so many people, to provide these compensatory techniques to help somebody rehab and go home, to accumulate the skills that they need to fulfill their daily life. So that's the reason I want to be an occupational therapist. And I chose the University of Louisiana Monroe as it accommodates to the needs that I have of working as a CODA, continuing to learn more in the clinical setting as well as at the University of Louisiana Monroe. It also is an affordable option for me as I can pay for school. My goal is to graduate debt-free from the OT program. My goal first is to get into the occupational therapy program, but I've worked so hard to be in the position I'm at now, and that's one of my goals. So yes, I just truly thank you so much for your time. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm so excited to see what the next step of this journey looks like. But again, thank you so much for your time.